Tinder is wrecking a lot of guys out there, and the majority of people that rule Tinder are women, and this is not the way Tinder should be used. You as the man should be in charge. But in this video, I'm gonna make a claim why Tinder is ruining you, and I've done a little experiment for you guys. So I don't normally use Tinder, nor do I use Tinder. I have a little agreement with my girlfriend that I don't use Tinder in the UK. I just think it's completely fair to that. It's just kind of, not sleazy, it's just our kind of rule, and she just likes it that way. But I am in Thailand, and I wanted to do a little experiment for the last, I think I've been on it for like 48 hours, maybe 30 odd hours, not even 2 days, right? And what I've found is it's both good and bad, and it can be very bad if you let Tinder ruin you. So I'm going to discuss that as we go through this thing. So Tinder and these dating apps, I'm sure there's other ones. Tinder's obviously the one that most people use. They're going to fuck your mental health. That's just a fact. Even if you have good experience on it or bad experience on it or an okay experience on it, you kind of all lose to some degree. It has massive pros. I will say Tinder has massive pros, and I'm going to show you some massive pros, but it will still fuck your mental health and your productivity. If you're on this channel, you know, to progress in life, whether it's business, finance, making money, girls if you like that, but most importantly making money, that's the most important thing, being a man in my opinion, getting in better shape. Tinder's gonna fuck with all this, and it's happened pretty quick for me, and like I said, I thought I was a stronger man than what I was, but this has really humbled me to some degree, and I've been having massive success, and I'm gonna show you guys that. Nobody will show you kind of results like this, because one, they'll have to fake them, and number two is, you know, most people making these kind of videos have never had any results. It's all just, you know, hearsay. But I did this for you guys. Tinder can be used for a great tool, but if you've not put points on the board, e.g., I think First Man says that, he has this whole thing with points on the board, you need to be working on yourself. It's going to likely make you anxious with low or non-existent matches. I remember when I first got Tinder, I put this little thing here, although this was kind of embarrassing to admit, but I remember when I first got Tinder, I was just a little skinny little boy, a teenager or something, probably, I don't know, 17, 16 maybe. I got it, and the next day I had 0 matches, but one day, I think it was day 2 or day 3, I finally got a match, but she was gone. I mailed support, telling them there must be a big mistake here, you know, how's my match only gone? I also remember telling them that this can't possibly be the case. I was swiping, you know, one match in like 3 days with like 75 odd swipes or like 100 swipes, how many, you know, you were allowed back then for free. And I was mailing them, they're saying this must be a mistake, this can't possibly be true, the match I just had is gone, what's going on? But really what happened was, you know, nobody was matching with me, and the girl that matched me unmatched me. And then this fucked with me for 6 months until I started to go and put in the work. So if you're at this case right now, don't even bother downloading Tinder. We'll talk about that in a second. So here's some live results over the past 2 days, and it's been fucking absolutely crazy. It's an experiment for you. There's both good and bad sides of Tinder, but ultimately it's gonna fuck you. Now, I've had Tinder for less than 2 days, and well, like I said, it's been nothing short of fantastic. Now, like I said, I do believe some of these are ladyboys. I do believe that. I think there's some definitely ones out here, and this list goes on and on and on, by the way. And you can see here there's like 39 likes that people I haven't even matched yet. And then this list up here just goes on, and then the actual text go on and on, because they're reaching out to you all the time. So I wasn't really looking, I was just swiping. Again, this was for mostly a video, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I was looking to make some connections. It wasn't really about the sex, etc. Like, I always believe that Tinder can be used for more than just that. That's fine, you can use that because it saves you some time of having to go out, get drinks, etc. I don't want to do that. I don't like doing that stuff. It's just a waste of time. It can be fun, it used to be fun, but I would rather use Tinder just for massive amount of success, because you can scale it out a lot faster. Believe it or not, it's more like a business for me. You can just get unlimited matches if you're making, you know, progress. If you're not making progress, you shouldn't have Tinder anyways. We'll talk about the actual steps why you shouldn't have Tinder as well. But, you know, going up speaking to girls, it's fun. But it's just a lot of time wasted, and a lot of people won't even do that, right? A lot of people don't have the balls to go and do that. So, like I said, I've covered most of the fucking text to some degree, because some of the stuff is kind of like, some of the stuff is not PG, let's just put it that way, that these girls were sending. But I'm truly, you know, handsome, tonight or tomorrow. Vida, I think Vida almost got me, like she was already down to meet, but I'm pretty sure she's a very good looking ladyboy, and I don't swing that way. You know, I'm down to meet for connections, etc. I actually met this one, Christy. She was sound as fuck, but some of these are definitely ladyboys. Just keep that in mind. Again, I wasn't looking, I was just swiping out. I'm pretty sure this one is a ladyboy, this one's probably a ladyboy, but you can see the difference, right? I have plans tonight, hello, sure, tonight or tomorrow, handsome. These ones are not PG. There's this one, hi, I'm pretty sure she's a ladyboy as well. Morning, blah, blah, blah. And these lists, but this just goes down and down and down. And like I said, you've got 39 that are just unlimited. So there's unlimited matches when you put in the work. So this should give you motivation. And again, I'm nowhere near top of the top of the top. I just have some boxes ticked in kind of all areas. And this is the kind of results that you will get at my level. It's fucking insane. And if you're not getting these results, you know, you don't need to get this results. I think this is way too many, and this, we'll talk about this in a second, how this gave me way too much dopamine and there was just too much going on. You know, I'll actually show you guys everything that's going on here, but it's unlimited success when you're putting in the work. This should motivate you to actually put in the work. I could not fathom this when I first got Tinder. There was 0 matches and 1, she was gone. There's unlimited here. So here's another part. If you're working on yourself, you'll have unlimited shit going on. Like I said, after 1 to 3 hours, 3 to 4 texts. Here's a girl, there's actually 2 girls here that grab me on Instagram. If you want to follow the Instagram, follow it below. Although I don't really post, I posted one thing, and I don't plan to post. It's just kind of like for setting yourself up, good for networking, and it's kind of fun to do this shit. So this girl here, I wanted to see how far I could push this, and again, you'll see it's mostly one-sided. When guys are texting girls, they're mostly the one triple spamming the text. You can see how I'm obviously on the right and she's on the left here. I've covered both of them up because, again, I want to keep them private, and you guys, you might get a little bit too excited. Because they're fucking hot, I'm not gonna lie. So she's asking me what I'm doing sometime Thursday. She said, have you ever been in other cities? I'm like, no, it's my first time. I literally just landed. This girl wanted Instagram. Again, I don't really have Instagram, but I do. I've just got one image. Just got here, and then she says, well, 9th to 12th of June, I'm going to Phuket, or I don't want to say that word wrong, but it's a city, I think, in Bangkok or in Thailand. And then she texts again, let me know if you want to join. I'm going there alone, have friends there. It's a fun place, beautiful beaches, and also beautiful bitches. So I don't like beaches, I don't like that stuff. I'm boring, I like to get, you know, work done. I don't like just sitting there lying, but I was like, wow, this is fucking next level kind of stuff. Because usually, we'll go over the chat in a minute, but I just say, what is it? And then she said, I said, you have a place? And she said, I already booked a plane ticket, rented a car, I booked a hotel, a private pool, villa. She's really bigging this up, and this, like I said, she's definitely going, this is true, she showed me, and maybe I'll change the hotel to some other area. Again, look at the text here, I'm not even texting her, she's just spamming me, man. Usually it's not like that. Chances are if you're texting girls, you're having to put all the work. I'll maybe make a full video on this later, but I don't really want to go down the niche of like girls and all this kind of thing with the channel. This channel is mostly for progressing as a male, but a lot of people do want to know about this because you do have to have some sort of girls in your life, or you're just making money, you're progressing, but you know, girls are let's be honest, girls are definitely part of it. You want to be dominating in all areas, in my opinion. If you have a wife, etc., you love, sure, but chances are you want more than that. So she's talking about booking 2 rooms in a separate room, she doesn't mind, and then she just says cheekily, or you can stay in the same room, it's okay too. So she's clearly implying that she wants to take me away, she wants to bang, etc., etc. And again, this is unfathomable for most people after just like 1 fucking hour, and she's just spamming me. And yeah, it's next level. This one here, I knew where she was going to invite me to dinner. And usually it's the other way around, guys are taking girls on dates. I'll never really take a girl on date apart from my girlfriend, but I'll definitely take some girls, you know, maybe here in the future, but they have to be next level hotness, or they have to have a good connection, or they have to give me something in return. I'm never just going to take I'm definitely not going to take a girl on fucking holiday or whatever. I'll do that to my girlfriend, 1,000,000%, but I'm definitely not taking a girl on holiday or to a different part of the island. But I will take a girl to dates or drinks or whatever you want to call it. It's not really a date for me, but there has to be something in return, whether that's, I don't want to say sex, but not really, connection, something in return. But you can see here, the girl's paying for the shit. For this first one with the free holiday, and I don't even know if I'll go yet. Maybe I will go, but I don't really like laying on beaches and just fucking hanging around with a girl for 3 days. I'm not real about that. 3 hours, maybe, not 3 days. But this one on the left, I could see that she was going for the food kind of date, and she was talking about spicy food. I genuinely don't like spicy food, and then she's talking about that, and then she sent me a video, I can't remember what she said, but she goes, it's tasty, let me take you to this dish if we have a chance to meet. So she's begging, low-key begging without saying it, to take me to dinner, and this one on the right is begging. She's not even begging, she's just telling me how it is. Hey, if you want to come, I've got all this accommodation, you can do all this cool shit, and we can sleep in the same bed. It's not rocket science, dudes, but this should be used as motivation. But again, it's been great to test this, but here's the downside. So here's my phone usage, and you might think this is awfully low, but this is extremely high for me. So Stripe business, settings business, mail business, But we can see, WhatsApp is mostly business, to be honest. I think I did add a couple of the hot ones to WhatsApp. They use Lime over here, or Line. I'm not downloading an app. There's no way I'm going out my way to download an app just to talk to a girl. I'll just talk to my girlfriend, bro. I'm good. But if they're extremely hot, sure. So I only use WhatsApp for that shit. But most of this, an hour and 50 minutes, is mostly business deals, mostly sponsors on my other video, and mostly, you know, deals with e-com and talking to my girlfriend, Elias, my mum, etc. But you can see here, Tinder's starting to creep up, 47 minutes, which might seem like fucking nothing, but for me, that's way too long. And Instagram's starting to creep up, you know, with shit like this, right? So it will start to creep up on you. You might think that's good, but this is way too much. Maximum hour for me is like, I'll have like 2 hours max, maybe 1 hour and a half max. I'll never go this high. And I used to go 8 hours long, but I was watching YouTube, right? So it can definitely be a negative. And some of you guys just won't understand. You're like, how is this negative? For me, it's a negative because I haven't been working as hard. I haven't been growing my business as hard. And I don't like that shit. I don't care about girls that much. I would rather grow my business and have like a little bit of that as well. But I don't want that to come anywhere near close, like 48 minutes and 48 minutes. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but I don't like this creeping over an hour, and I can see it doing that if I was to keep going. So I've realized I'm not as strong as I thought I was with dopamine. It's very, when you're getting this shit, bros, the dopamine is flooding. The dopamine's going absolutely insane. There's constant matches coming in. If you look, your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn, they're all pretty much your turn. And this goes on. So the dopamine's like, there's unlimited fucking thing. And if you look at a girl, if you look at a girl on Instagram, this is what a girl's Instagram inbox looks like. But again, if you put in the work and you kind of become that top male, again, I'm not saying I am that, but the proof's in the pudding here, boys. Again, with this shit, like nobody's getting this kind of results. Only if you are gym, working on everything else, got a fucking big business. And again, we're not even talking about money here. Like, there's no mention of money. You should not need to mention money. Again, this is next level. When they're offering to buy you shit, if you're getting this results just with money, but you're fat and lazy, that's a total different. You should not. That's not interesting to me. If you know anybody can buy girls, that's not fun to me. I will never, ever go down that route. That's boring as fuck. You don't have to do that if you're working on yourself in the gym and other areas with your speaking, your network, etc. You shouldn't need to be buying shit for girls. If you are, stop that. Put your own money into the gym, get a personal trainer, and grow that way. So it's largely distracted me from work. I found myself wanting to go every night, which I fucking hate. I'm going to be stopping that from today onwards. But girls here will literally do whatever you want. They'll literally, there was a girl I met the other day, she's not on this list, but she came across the city, like 40 minutes, just to come to my place. We watched some Thailand Netflix, whatever. And then I was like, hey, I'm going to bed. And she was begging to stay in my bed. And I didn't really want to smash her, and I didn't smash her. A lot of you guys would have fucking absolutely went ham on her. And I just didn't want to, right? Just not really up for wasting that time. And honestly, I didn't have a condom. I'm not going to have sex with a girl without a condom, especially in Thailand. I'm not going to do that. You know, it's just dirty. Again, you can go to the clinic, etc. We're not going to go down that in this video, but I'm not here to go raw on girls. I don't really know. If I get to know them, like them, not like them, but just like them enough, sure. But I definitely wasn't going to do that, and I'm definitely not walking 10 minutes to go to 7-Eleven. So she was sent home, but she came across the city, and it was just fucking, it's unfathomable the amount of shit you can do. It's just crazy. The pros are worth it if you get points on the boards and you're well-rounded. You're going to get immediate success. If not just hookups, like I said, for me, it's more good friends and networking. I don't know Thailand that much. I guess what, with the girls I've met already, they're already wanting to take me out, they already want to do cool shit. That's fucking sick. I want that kind of stuff. I'm down for that kind of stuff, not just drinking, but exploring the city, that's fucking awesome. The sex, sure, use it if you want, but do not become an absolute crazy man with shit like this. But chances are, if you're a crazy man, you're not getting matches anyway. So it comes hand in hand. You have to be able to turn this shit down, because you're just going to let Tinder and these girls take over your life, and that's fine, but have a balance. The business should always be the main focus, dude. Please let that happen. I'm not letting that have to be. There's no fucking way that's going to happen. So, like I said, I've met 2 high-level girls I've connected with, and there's some potential business deals, which is fucking fantastic. Now, if I didn't use Tinder for hookups, dating isn't on the cards for me because my girlfriend is fucking enough. But again, with Tinder, I totally get it, because you can scale, you can have unlimited chats. Like, you can't speak to these girls in a fucking single day. And again, you have to go up to them. But if you're a good enough guy, they'll come to you. But yeah, Tinder is great for this kind of stuff, but do not let it control you, dudes. So if you're broke, boy, you can also abuse this for free shit. Like I said, like the getaway, like the free meals. You don't have to be rich, bro. You don't have to be rich to get success. There's no mention of money here, etc., etc. There's nothing about that. These girls are just fucking relentless because you're so unique when you get to high level. It's unfathomable. I could not believe it. I knew it was going to do okay for this video, but it's just unfathomable. This kind of shit is, yeah, it is what it is. Now, the disastrous side of this, dudes, if you're not getting matches like less than 10 a day, your confidence is going to be fucked. So right when I talked about my personal story here, like I was getting 0 and then 1, but if you're honestly getting less than 10, your confidence is going to absolutely fucked. Reality kicks in where you realise work has not been put in, you've not been doing the same you're doing. You said you were going to eat clean, you said you were going to the gym, you kind of did, but the results come in work. Because remember, Tinder, Instagram, etc., nobody knows you. Like when these girls are sending these, and usually you're reaching out to them, right? I'm not reaching out to any of these girls. I might have reached out to one because she was extremely fucking hot. But most of these girls, 99% of them are just spamming me. Even as I'm fucking recording this video, I can see my phone over there. It's just lighting the fuck up. And it's going to be a big reality check if you've not been putting the work in, but use this as fuel to wake the fuck up and get to work in the gym, honestly. There's no chat here. It's all how you look, the pictures you take. I can maybe make a video on that, but again, I do not want this channel to be fucking that degenerate. We're about making money, growing businesses, but I know a lot of big business people that are doing well, they get fucked with Tinder and they end up wasting all their time, all their money on girls that fucking don't even like them. That's not the way it should be. If you work on yourself, you have unlimited girls. Unlimited girls. It's unfathomable how much girls you can get by just putting in some basic works. So the pros for me outside of the UK, like I said, I don't have to waste my time, nor do I want to waste my time with club game and definitely not date game. I'm not going up to any girls on the street. I cannot be fucking arsed with that shit. Unless she's unbelievably hot in a club, maybe, but chances are it's not going to happen. So like I said, you get good connections in your era if you're bouncing around, you know, country to country. And if you're working hard on yourself, you're going to get unlimited sex. It's just, I could have had sex like 6 times today. It's unfathomable. And if you want, it beats jacking off by miles, right? So nobody should be jacking off if you're watching these kind of videos. Get a girl, have maybe one consistently, get her a couple, do what you want to do. But if you're working on yourself, you're going to get unlimited fucking attention. But don't let that abuse you because you will wreck your business. And that's more important. So this makes you weak. Wear protection all time, boys. That's a no-brainer. Do not have unprotected sex with these girls unless you like her, unless she's, you know, quite consistent with you. You're meeting her maybe every week. Sure, it's going to feel better, but just wear protection. It's not worth it. Confidence is going to rocket, but you should already know if you're at that level before downloading, or don't download Tinder at all. Be careful of girls wanting relationships. This is a big one for me because I have a girlfriend in the UK that I love, and I do not want another relationship with anybody else. I always joke about getting 4 wives, etc. It's not going to happen. I'm a realistic person, right? I want the main girl and then just something, you know what I mean? So there's a ton of the girls that are going to want relationships when you have sex with them. So I seen this the other day. I could already see it slipping in, and she was saying, oh yeah, hey, we could do this, oh yeah, just joking about the kind of girlfriend, boyfriend stuff. And I was like, I'm not going to say her name, but I was like, hey, I've got a girlfriend in the UK. You can keep rolling with me, or, you know, I'm perfectly cool with you going away. And what this does is a normal girl, when she has sex with somebody, the guy's attention is just fucking going crazy. When you have sex with a girl you've never met before, or you've started to meet up or whatever, you should be having sex with her pretty fast, by the way, within the first date, if not second date. Don't go crazy. If she doesn't want to have sex, fucking end it. There's nothing worse than a guy going, but if she doesn't want to have sex, fucking end it. But if you've not had sex with her, or should I say you've had sex with her, and you can fucking immediately ruin your power by just saying, oh yeah, that was super good, we should go out, etc. When you have, I'll make a full video on this, I probably will, but if you have sex with a girl that you've never, you know, had to, you know, whatever, and then you wreck it, it's game over. But on the flip side, if a girl has sex with you, that's the first time you're properly in charge, if that makes sense. So then they're going to start asking you if you are, you know, a fucking absolute killer. They're going to be like, yeah, we can talk about girlfriend, all that kind of stuff. Be brutal with them. Like I was brutally honest with this girl. I was like, hey, I've got a girlfriend. I'm good. If you want to hang around, cool. And she was like, yeah, that kind of sucks, but when do you want to meet up? So they will be cool with it, but you have to be a killer, and you have to position yourself in, hey, I've got a girlfriend. You're never ever going to be my girlfriend. But if you want to hang around, cool. If not, that's fine. And then she was cool with it, and we're fucking probably going to hang out again. That's it. If she doesn't want to hang out again, that's fine, because guess what? If you've been working on yourself, you got unlimited fucking leads in your pipelines. These are just leads. Get them closed. Chances are, if you're like me, they're closing themselves. I don't even have to do anything. It's unfathomable. But again, get the work in. If you want a relationship, last thing I will say, this can be done. My girlfriend today, 5 or 6 years ago, we met on Tinder, literally. But you can kind of tell if she's a good girl, right? Now this girl that is my girlfriend today, I didn't even have sex with her for like the first 5 or 6 times. So normally I would have gave up, but I kind of liked her, so I kept going. There's some class girls on this. Like I said, she's a class girl, and some of the girls I've met on here are quality girls, but she's most likely being piped by another dude. A lot of guys will fall into this mistake of, yeah, she's, you know, the friend zone, right? So you're texting her, and it's been like 7 days. If you've been texting for 7 days and she hasn't wanted to meet up, bro, you've already fucked it. She's getting piped by another dude. You can say you believe in these, you know, fairy tale stories, etc., and all these fake movies that you hear. She's 100% getting piped by another dude. It might be me, it might be somebody else. But if it's not you, it's someone else, bro. There's no girls going sexless these days. Some girls do hold for like 7 to 14 days. It's not like a direct fucking answer, but no girls are gonna go sexless for like 7 to 14 days. That's their kind of limit. So if you've been texting her for 7 to 14 days and you've not even met up with her, or you've met up with her and she didn't want to have sex with you, bro, she's getting fucked by someone else, okay? Go and work on yourself, find another one. That's all I got. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. It was a fucking crazy one to make. I want to do more like these kind of like real life fucking videos, because a lot of guys out there, I've noticed in this niche, don't really give you proof. Here's the proof. You can do what you want on Tinder, you can do what you want on Instagram, you get unlimited fucking attention, unlimited network, and if you want, unlimited fucking sex, unlimited good times with these girls, but it's not gonna happen if you don't put in the work. Take care.